So I'm very excited. I'm very excited about today's reading for a few reasons. In part, I'm excited because it rained gloriously and really cleansed the energy. So I like that. I don't see any snakes out there for now, so that's good. The horse is right out there. It's right out there. He actually said, let's get this going. And then he meandered off. But I'm fairly certain he'll be back. Yeah. Hey, bud. Hi. Come say hi. Come bless the reading. He's here by free of choice. You know, if anybody's watching and feeling sorry for this horse, like he's kept in some tiny little backyard with a bunch of dogs nipping at his heels. Hi. You don't know anything. Hi. Hello. You've been rolling in the sand. I see that. Yeah. So, this guy right here, we call him Gemini. Hi, Gemini. I call him Senzu. Woo! I used to have a rod up there. I'm going to have to find it. Anyhow, forget that. He'll probably be back. No guarantees. Because he does have free will. Anyway, Mir Shafiq. He's a straight Egyptian Arabian. And the thing with Arabian horses is that they were bred for war. Well, they're Arabian. They're from the desert. They were bred for war. And because of the nature of that lifestyle, which was kind of nomadic and kind of aggressive, which means you had to worry about, a good horse would get stolen, right? So they kept them safe by taking them in the tents at night. Most of them were females, by the way. Males, they just keep the prime male somewhere. Stallion's got its own issues, right? So they were mostly mares, and so they also keep them from getting knocked up. So they took them in the tents. So Arabians are bred based on that factor to be loyal comrades in war, smart, capable of making decisions. Speaking of which, Ace of Swords, wow, was that timely. Able to make clear and swift choices. And we're going to be able to do that. That's our ground. That's our energy right here, Ace of Swords. That is plan, man. We got plan. Whew. We're going to get there through the Princess of Cups. Huh. So they were bred to be all those things, but they were also bred to be able to come into the tent, to be family, to be very domesticated. So when you see this horse hanging out around the house, he's got acres out there. And he's got the freedom to be out there, and no one made him come in here. Came in here to see us. He did. And he sticks his head in here to see what's going on here. That's all genuine. That's not scripted. That's Gemini. And we're grateful for him. So, we are Ace of Swords. That is the, thinking. That's Aquarius energy and highest order. That's the man with a plan, right? So somebody is sparked by ideas. And, wow, did you see that sucker pop? This is what he's doing it for. He's doing it for the Queen of Wands. Okay. So we're going to have a discussion about this energy, I'm the man with the plan, or woman with the plan. Insert your gender here. The cards don't care. This is divine masculine energy, however, just so you know. That's why I'm saying the man with the plan. And it's a Princess of Cups journey. So the princess is kind of where Earth meets Cups, is emotion. And so the Princess of Cups is filled with potential and love. and a lot of universal support. Okay, and she's riding the moon, so are we. So that's good. That's appropriate. Come out the Queen of Wands. She's fiery, the Queen of Wands. That's passion. That's divine feminine passion. So it's creative. It's moving forward energy. It's creating something. It's very much Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. So we got a bunch of things here working for us. We haven't even hit the energies, which is what I was excited about. Let me get these out. We have the Empress, 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands working for us. I usually get, well, 3 or 4. 3 came out. I'll give it one more round, just see if there's any more. No, it's holding tight. Okay, so this is what we're working with. We're working with Empress energy, which is wonderful because that is incredibly powerful, mysterious, impressive. It's being seen and honored and respected. We have the 8 of Wands, which is this balanced, swift, moving forward energy with, you know, that's good because we got a plan. So that's good energy to have. And then we have victory energy, the 6 of Wands, where we feel whole and ready to take charge and make things happen. 2 Cups, love. See underlining energy right there. We have that working for us too, since we didn't pull out the 4th. Do that. So I want to talk about the energies real quick because there's not a whole lot going on, and that's what I want to talk about. We do have the moon going square with Jupiter, so we can expect everything to get bigger and abundant, including the messages, which is cool. I can feel that too. I feel like moon's in Virgo. I've been very grounded. Personally, I've been kind of the man with the plan. I tend to get ahead of these things, and that's why I get to do this. And I found that earth energy very helpful, but we're going to move into Libra energy, which is air energy. And that really does go with this Ace of Swords. So that's beautiful. That's going to support the collective. And the moon is going to be high and bright in that regard, not necessarily in the sky, although it is waxing. It is getting fuller. It is coming out. It is becoming full. This was this morning, actually. That happened early this morning. And then we also had the moon sextile Mercury. That is messages. So, and mixed messages, a little bit of mixed messages in there, positive and negative. But we're able to receive it. It's a sextile. So then there's the moon squared sun. That's a little oppositional. And that's today. So that's coming, actually 3:30. I'm preparing this ahead so that you get it in the morning so you know what to expect tomorrow during the day. And so this will have happened. This will have happened to you the day before. This is happening as I make this reading. We have the moon squaring the sun at 3:30. And that's oppositional. So our outsides and our insides are a little, we're feeling them today. When you look back and you have this reading and you look back on yesterday, this is what you're going to notice. You're going to notice that there was these moments during the day where you felt a little at odds with yourself around 3:30 in the afternoon. And that was compiled with the moon going void of course. So there's a moment where the moon is between one sign and the other sign. And when that happens, it's called void of course. And when the moon goes void of course, we lose our way just for a hot second. We lose the light. We lose the coverage, the cell coverage, if you will. It's like, hopping cell towers, you know, and the cells, and then there's that spot, that break, that where you've got neither, or you're going from one to the other and you lose the connection until you pick up the next. That's what moon void of course is, and it's happening. It happened. When you watch this, it will have happened yesterday afternoon. And anything that you experienced during that time, yesterday afternoon, we're going to be responding to it in this reading, because when the moon goes void of course, it's going to go from Virgo, earth, to air. So we're going up. It's an uplifting time to go from earth to air is uplifting. We go from air to water. That's different. That's more of a into the depths we go. And we're going to get there on the other side of this moon that's coming this afternoon. Or when you get this reading, it happened yesterday. And what came for us is the Libra moon, which is the air moon. Justice, balance, thinking. Good time to be a man with a plan. So that's where we are. We're coming in with the moon having gone into air, and then it's a quiet day. Seriously though, the moon goes into Libra, and then everything is whisper quiet. Yeah, until Independence Day, when there's a whole lot of action going on, and the moon enters Scorpio, which is really apropos. There's going to be some rebirth, some death and rebirth on Friday, whatever that looks like for you. So I'll do a reading, and I will get it ready for you when you're seeing this. You'll get it on a Thursday morning. And then the next one, where the energies are full, you're going to get that the day they're coming for you. So I'm trying to get ahead and see if I can deliver these to you so that when you wake up in the morning, should you decide to go on this ride with me, you will know what you experienced, what you're waking up with, the energies that transpired overnight, and you know what to expect during the day. And what I can tell you is that when you get this reading, the moon will be squarely in Libra, and there will be no energy shifts. You're going to have a very peaceful energy day. It means that tomorrow is going to be what you make it energetically. You will not have interference. I'm going to leave the love in here, 2 of Cups, see if it comes back out. So let's see where we go. With these, yeah, because we got a journey we're going into, and there they are. There's my 2. Perfecto. The Hanged Man. That's neat. Okay, so King of Swords. He's, air. So this is cool. We're still working with air energy. This is a harmonious experience because we're coming in, how we see ourselves. Coming in is consistent with our inner journey. Okay, we have some oppression, this 10 of Wands. We have some fiery opposition that we're going to sit with. We're going to have to take some heat. We're going to have to sit with some tough stuff. Right? And there could be heat coming towards us. Somebody's going to hand us their shit. Or our shit. Hey, buddy. Did you come for the reading? He's out there. I should get a cam out there for him. I'll get a few cameras in place so that you can see more of what's going on as I develop this channel. So our journey is a King of Swords journey, connecting the divine with the tangible. So this is taking this grand plan and putting it into action, moving forward steadily and with determination and great intention. And using the energies, the air energies to move things. We've got the birds, we've got the horse moving forward swiftly. This is some in charge, very thoughtful energy as we meet the things we don't want to see. That's the shadow. So, and we might be holding it ourselves, or someone's handing it to us, or a combination of both. The Hangman has a lesson to learn and will resurrect on the other side. So let's see how we come out of this. Ooh. The Hermit. I'm going to have a Hermit. And we're going to have some frustration, some futility, some 7 of Swords. We're going to really have some clashing ideas with what's going on around us. And that's difficult. We're going to go inside and we're going to sit with all of this, apparently. It's not done here. It means we're not finished. There's more difficulty. There's more keeping to oneself. There's more feeling like the thoughts, actions, and words aren't aligning, that there's discrepancies and a sense of futility. And this is Leo. He's a cool dude. You should come for the reading. It's like, who are you talking to? The Emperor. We'll come out on top of our game. In charge. Fueled by all universal support, energy, all of the elements. And so here's the thing. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Worry. Here's the thing. The Emperor is not a suit specific. It's a major arcana. It's not suit specific. And that's important because the major arcana can be influenced, by all of the, they have the power to wield all, oh my goodness, excuse me, all of the energies. And so because of that ability, this is important, because of the ability to wield all the energies, it's important when we should see it in our spread that we recognize that there is more than one energetic way to accomplish what we're trying to do. So we're coming in with air. We're working with a lot of air. And fire and the air, they mix together. And, this fire can put this air out, and air can put the fire out. They're capable of neutralizing each other. Clearly, we end up still with an air journey, right? We go inside the Hermit, major arcana, not really energy specific, but it's a ground, go get grounded sort of energy. And the struggle is still an air one. It's still a matter of thoughts. Thoughts and words, thoughts and words, thoughts and words. The Emperor comes out. The Emperor comes out only if we go through this journey and we discover the other elements. So let's see what we got. Whoa! Okay, you're a keeper. Five of Swords, defeat. Might feel that way. Look what else came up there. There's this whole other journey going on. There's a sun journey, Two of Swords. I'm keeping these out. They popped right on out, and they're telling a story. This was flipped, and that one's flipped. Yeah, from defeat to success. There you go. We got a whole other, don't worry. It says don't worry. Wow, okay. So, we have air. We have air. We have air. The sun is divine union with self and others. Five of Swords is leaving something behind. It's leaving something behind. It could be somebody. It could be a part of yourself. But it's loss of ideas, thoughts, words. Well, actually, of everything. It's this fear. It's going to end up, well, no, it's not really fear. It's just this defeat. We get some peace. We've got some Two of Swords. So we come back in with our air energy. And we find a balance because we're actually pulling in from universal energy. And so we can find peace in our connection to the divine. And letting go of everything we always knew before. It's like a death. Because the Fool comes in. And the Fool is like ground zero. It's starting over. It's starting over to find success. Six of Pentacles. So you're going to have to start over. Whatever this is that we're working towards on this day, where the energies leave us alone to find ourselves, we're going to be filled with a lot of thoughts. Moon will be in Libra. So there's going to be a lot of thinking. We'd like it to be an emotional journey, but it's not likely to be one. It's likely to be more a very solitary journey where we're at odds with our thoughts and our passions, with ourselves and with others. We'll work through that. Work through that and defeat it. Remember that we are whole when we're in divine union with ourselves and the universe. We'll find peace in the contrast and connecting to universal guidance. We'll let go of everything that doesn't serve us through ruin, Ten of Swords. We'll start over with the Fool. And we'll aim for success with the Six of Pentacles. So that's exciting. What have we got here? Five of Pentacles, worry. It keeps showing up, this worry. There's a lot of worry and all this sword energy. You've got a lot on your mind. Just the advice is don't force. Don't force anything. Stay in flow. Accept some solitude. You know, enjoy your spiritual support and your passion and your feelings, all your little victories. Keep track of your successes. You know, don't lose track of them. It's important you don't lose track of your successes. Especially since you may feel, you know, it might be difficult not having energetic shifts tomorrow. Sometimes, you know, what we're used to, what we're familiar is what feels best, right? And if we're constantly moving, that moon is typically giving us a few transits every day, and tomorrow is oddly still. I'm going to tell you, it's an oddly still day. It makes me think something might happen with the collective, like that there might be an actual event because there's nothing else going on, you know what I mean? And the universe, it's got patterns, big time. That's what all this is. But it has to expand, so there has to be unpredictability, there has to be chaos, there has to be entropy, right? So when I see a still moment in the energies, what are the chances the collective, universal collective, is going to leave the day event free? Huh? I'm excited. We're going to find out because you're going to get this reading the morning of. Set it off to be available at 5:55 in the morning. So if you are Eastern Standard Time, you will get it for work. If you're not, you'll get it way in advance. Like it'll be sitting there waiting for you to wake up and you'll know what happened. But I do things on Eastern Standard Time. The moon and stars don't care. So you just do the transition and that's where they are when they are. That way everywhere in the world. What do we get? Ooh, we got more than one. We got transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. We said that. We're going to have to start over, right? Transformation. That's exactly what this looks like to me. Transformation. Oh, we're on a great adventure. I agree. Take a risk, venture forward. No risk, no return, they do say. You know, take calculated risk. Most importantly, move forward. And look, it's the river. You know, you're always going to hear me talk about how we're on a river. We don't want to get stuck on the side. You're in flow. You got to keep flowing, keep flowing, keep flowing. Don't let yourself get, oh, squirrel. Yeah, no. Seriously, like, keep flowing. And enjoy the adventure. And we've got fogged in. Go slow, take time. So the path will be unclear, which is all the more reason not to be irrational or do anything too major. While there isn't a whole lot of universal support out there, there's nothing to give you energetically for the day that is unfolding in front of you because there is nothing actually happening. Everything is quite stable, and the moon is in air, in Libra, balance, justice, and freedom. It's in there too. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and make sure you be what you want to see, and we'll see you next time.